Welcome you to Fall Classic here at Phil-Mont Christian Academy. We are starting with boys varsity soccer. Phil-Mont in blue, and we are playing TCA in white. The cross-country team has already run. At this point, we are getting ready to start the boys varsity soccer game. And the teams are ready to start the game. Phil-Mont will have possession at the beginning. Phil-Mont in blue, TCA in white. We welcome you to the Fall Classic at Phil-Mont Christian Academy. And we are underway. David Ollinger with the ball in the middle, puts forward to Hodge. Hodge into the middle, Jeremy Francois. Jeremy pulls it around, but TCA takes possession. TCA dribbling up the left side. Put the ball forward to the wing. Overlap halfback. Mackay Lilliston clears it out of trouble. Back out to the left side for TCA. In and out. Jeremy Francois back on defense. Back to the fullbacks for TCA. Hodge knocked the ball loose, but TCA was able to get possession again. TCA into the middle. Micah Rainwater with a sure clearance, but to the defense. Jacob Johnson pulls the ball back nicely, tries to get it through, doesn't connect. TCA comes back the other way. TCA halfbacks dribbling the ball through, put the ball through into the middle. Miss kick by Phil-Mont and shot from TCA. Very dangerous opportunity, but the shot goes well up over the net. Jack Schweider back to take the goal kick for Phil-Mont. Actually, that's Haviland taking the kick. Hodge flicks the ball forward. Ball off of Phil-Mont foot. We have a throw in for TCA. A substitution coming in for TCA. Jake Haviland taps the ball safely out of bounds over the touchline. Another throw in for TCA. TCA into the middle, UNC, David Ollinger. David puts it to Hodge. Hodge puts it through on the right side. Jacob Johnson in pursuit. Jacob gets there, but TCA taps it out of bounds. Phil-Mont throwing on the far side of the field. David Ollinger puts a shot right into the penalty area. Nobody there yet for Phil-Mont. TCA turns. Jacob Haviland turns the ball. TCA clears it a couple of yards. TCA breaks out. Pete Haviland steps forward, puts a shot on net. Keeper makes a save. Hodge gets the ball headed forward. Hodge puts the ball forward, but over the end line. Goal kick for TCA. Kick flicked on by TCA. TCA working through the middle, shot to the far side of the net. A good shot just wide left of the net. Goal kick for Phil-Mont. Jeremy Francois with touch on the ball. David Ollinger with the ball out to the right wing. Jeremy Francois pursuing. Gets a touch on the ball. Gets it crossed into the middle, right to the keeper who was near post. Jacob Johnson back defending at midfield. TCA with the throw-in. Jake Haviland the ball. High kick on Phil-Mont. Indirect. Ball goes right to Jack Swider, keeper. Gets it under control. Jack with the punt coming out. Hodge keeps the ball inside. David Ollinger with the touch. Jake Haviland over to the middle, but TCA gets a touch on it. Jacob called for a trip. TCA gets the ball in, short kick over to the left side. Full back line passing the ball around. Back into the middle. TCA turns. Puts it through. Jack Swider comes out hard and makes a save at the foot of the onrushing TCA forward. Jacob Johnson puts the ball over his head past the defensive line. Jeremy Francois pursuing, gets a touch on it. Jeremy takes a shot, but way up over the net. Good hustle by Jeremy Francois to get a touch on the ball. Goal kick for TCA. Welcome you to Boys Varsity Soccer, Phil-Mont versus TCA, 0-0. Mackay Lilliston goes up well for a head ball. Jeremy Francois battling with TCA. Yuan Chi puts the ball up to the wing over the touchline. Throw in for TCA. Jacob Johnson with a touch. Jeremy Francois. Ball over to the touchline, left wing for TCA, has possession. Dribbles deep, Pete Haviland puts it over the touchline, throw in for TCA. Offside on the pass after the throw-in. Jeremy Francois brings the ball down. TCA gets possession though. TCA through to the forwards. And a shot from 18 yards out, well up over the net. Dangerous opportunity for TCA again. TCA in the middle. Jacob Johnson gets a touch back to TCA. TCA over to the left side. Andre Suggs gets a touch on it, sends it toward the touchline. TCA battling. Mackay Lilliston, well done, gets the ball freed. David Ollinger to Jeremy Francois. Jeremy gets a tap, but TCA intercepts. TCA on the left wing, dribbling it deep. Jack Swider, well positioned at the near post, gets the save. Sends the ball through hard to Hodge. TCA recovers. David Ollinger with the tap. TCA throw in on the deep in their area. Hodge steps forward, gets a touch on the ball over the touchline again. TCA throw in. Mackay Lilliston, well done. Jake Haviland puts the ball forward. Mackay called for a hold. TCA takes a quick kick. Pete Haviland steps up, gets possession. Pete Haviland dribbling up the left side. Dribbles into the middle. Pete Haviland touches the ball loose. Jeremy Francois off of TCA player. Phil-Mont throw in on the far side of the field. Pete Haviland puts the ball through for the wing. TCA heads out. David Ollinger throws into the middle. Jeremy Francois, one-time shot. It's kept low. Right to the keeper, save for TCA. Jeremy Francois gets a touch on it, goes over the touchline. TCA throw-in. Pete Haviland with a head. Jacob Johnson gets a touch. Back to TCA. Pete Haviland steps forward, wins possession. Pete dribbling to the right side. Tapped out of bounds by TCA. We have Phil-Mont throw in. We have Kendall Bratton checking into the game for Jeremy Johnson. Jacob Johnson, excuse me. David Ollinger puts it into the middle. Kendall puts a shot. It gets blocked part way up. TCA with the ball, puts it through. Andre Suggs gets a head on it, sent forward by Pete Haviland. Hodge sends into the middle for David Ollinger. Jeremy Francois. TCA puts the ball through to the front line. Mackay Lilliston. Ball into the middle. Micah Rainwater gets a touch on it, sends it out. TCA with the ball, 45-yard line. Jake Haviland puts the ball over the touchline. TCA throw-in on the near side of the field. We have an injury. Eddie Pais checking in for Jeremy Francois, who's limping a little bit. Keeper goes up hard. Jack Swider gets high in the air and pulls it in. No rebound given. A lot of missed kicks in the area. TCA gets the ball weak up cross. Jack Swider's able to recover. Dangerous opportunity for TCA, but Phil-Mont's able to nullify that. Jack Swider with punt coming out. Hodge attempting the ball. TCA has possession. Got a kick on Phil-Mont. We have a free kick for TCA. Free kick for TCA about 35 yards out. Referee's getting the wall set. Hard shot, and it's in the net. Free kick from 40 yards out, curls to the left of the net. TCA 1, Phil-Mont 0. Hard shot up over the net, over the wall, and to the far corner of the net. Kendall Bratton back to David Ollinger. David through to Hodge. Little miss kick. TCA gets possession. Brings it up through the middle. David Ollinger knocks it free. TCA over back to the fullback. David Ollinger with the ball. Midfield puts it into the center, but TCA gets possession. Yuan Chi. Ball goes through to the penalty area. TCA keeper gets possession. You have a handball against TCA. Phil-Mont has a kick from 35 yards out. Eddie Pais back to take the free kick. Referee has the wall set. Kick goes in and blocked by the keeper. Rebound comes out, and David Ollinger is there with the shot and scores. Phil-Mont 1, TCA 1. Both goals scored either directly on a free kick or on a rebound from a free kick. Eddie Pais' kick curling to the left side was blocked initially by the keeper, but the rebound comes out to David Ollinger for the score. Phil-Mont 1, TCA 1, boys varsity soccer here at the Fall Classic at Phil-Mont. Yuan Chi, no possession. Jake Haviland working hard, gets the ball through. Defender goes up with a head ball for TCA. Back to the defense. Ball goes through to the front line. TCA running on it. Mackay Lilliston cleans it up, but off of TCA head. Mackay again. You have the referee giving a verbal warning to a TCA player. Sure what the restart will be here. Be a drop kick, but with the current rules, drop kick is not contested. So Phil-Mont will have possession after the drop kick. David Ollinger gets ball under control at the middle, sends it forward for Kendall Bratton. Kendall running on the wing. Kendall takes an early cross, but goes to the keeper in the penalty area. Eddie Pais up for the ball. Back to Pete Haviland. Pete, ball shanks off the side of the foot. Goes up high, out over the touchline. Throw in for TCA. TCA. Kendall Bratton back to Eddie Pais. Eddie puts it up toward the back line. Halfback sends it forward. Andre Suggs steps forward, puts it to the midfield. TCA with possession, puts it through. Knocked down by Andre Suggs, sent forward. Again, TCA possession at midfield. David Ollinger knocks it loose. TCA fullback sends it forward. Andre Suggs with the ball. Jake Haviland with the ball sends it to the right side of the penalty area, but keeper gets out in time to get possession. Ewan Chi steps forward. Hodge sends the ball, but shanks off the side of his foot over to the right side. TCA running forward, hold by Phil-Mont. TCA kick. TCA takes a quick kick forward. Andre Suggs with a head, ball down. TCA throwing on the right side. Midfield has possession for TCA. Puts the ball toward the center. TCA dribbling into the area. Right wing puts the ball into the area. Mackay Lilliston clears out to Hodge, or Jacob Johnson. Jacob over to David Ollinger. David steps through some traffic. Eddie Pais battling for the ball. Throw in for TCA. Andre Suggs with a good head ball out of the area. TCA with possession on the left side. TCA dribbling into the middle, continues to keep possession. Mackay Lilliston steps forward. Kendall Bratton breaking free, puts it out hard to the left side. Kendall, it crosses into the middle, but nobody there. Keeper for TCA with possession. Keeper gets the ball to the center, Eddie Pais, but TCA keeps possession. TCA puts the ball through onto the right side. Micah Rainwater battling TCA wing, taps the ball but over the touchline. Throw in for Phil-Mont. We have a substitution, Dwayne Cuff coming into the game for Micah Rainwater. Welcome you to the boys varsity soccer here at Phil-Mont at the Fall Classic. Phil-Mont in blue, TCA in white. The score is 1-1. Ball cleared by Andre Suggs. Kendall Bratton. David Ollinger gets touch on the ball, gets it clear. David taps the ball to the outside, dribbling around. TCA taps the ball over the touchline. Throw in for Phil-Mont. Jake Haviland puts the ball through. David Ollinger into the center. Ball cleared by TCA over the touchline. Jake Haviland again with the throw in. Jake over the head. David Ollinger with the cross goes off of TCA defender. We have a corner kick for Phil-Mont. Eddie Pais over to take the corner kick. Girl, cross dangerous through the penalty area. Deflected by TCA player, but almost curled into the backside of the net, but just wide. Another corner on the far side of the field this time. Eddie runs over to take that kick as well. Eddie Pais this time with the right foot, is curling out. Dwayne Cuff gets ahead on it, but not on net. We have a call, kick for TCA. TCA fullback sends the ball forward. Mackay Lilliston steps forward, but TCA gets the possession. Eddie Pais up in the air. Kendall Bratton brings the ball down, deflected off of a TCA foot. Through to the keeper. A little bit of a rebound, but nobody there to take advantage. Andre Suggs. Pete Haviland with missed kick, goes over the head. TCA running through on the left side. Back to the halfback. Into the middle. Jake Haviland steps forward over the touchline. TCA throw in on the far side of the field. TCA throw in into the area. It's headed high. Jack Swider gets possession. Jack Swider rolls the ball out to Dwayne Cuff. Dwayne with the ball at his feet, no pressure. Dwayne dribbles forward, sends the ball forward to Kendall Bratton. Kendall running on the play. Keeper comes over to the edge of the area, gets possession for TCA. Ewan Chi with the head ball. Ewan knocks the ball loose. Eddie Pais, Dwayne Cuff, Jake Haviland. Jake sends the ball through, but not clear. Kendall Bratton with a push. Kick for TCA. We have a nosebleed, so we have a substitution for TCA, and Phil-Mont takes advantage of that as well. We have the Cedeno brothers checking in. Marcos Cedeno and Elijah Cedeno checking in for Phil-Mont. Jake Haviland and David Ollinger checking out for Phil-Mont. TCA puts it over on the right side, right wing, pushing forward, pulls the ball back around, back to the halfback. Deflected off of Phil-Mont. We have a TCA throw-in. TCA brings the ball down. Ewan Chi taps the ball out of bounds. TCA throw in again on the near side. Number 3 for TCA puts a strong throw into the area. Shot from TCA but doesn't get through. Mackay Lilliston clears the ball out for Phil-Mont. TCA halfback heads the ball back in. Dwayne Cuff defense puts the ball out for Phil-Mont. TCA throw in on the near side. TCA into the area, deflected Ewan Chi sends the ball forward. Kendall Bratton. Hodge in the air, but doesn't get possession. Jacob Johnson. Mackay Lilliston steps forward for Phil-Mont, gets the ball through. TCA with possession at midfield. Back out to the right side. Right halfback dribbling the ball forward. Sends it through to the wing. Right wing for TCA. Guarded by Dwayne Cuff. Turns. Sends the ball into the area. Pete Haviland there gets the ball out, but to the 40-yard line. TCA shields nicely. Keeps possession. Back into the center. TCA with possession. Back to the half fullback line. Miss kick. Marcos Cedeno steps forward with a head ball. Hodge on Jacob Johnson on the right side sends the ball through, but TCA defense gets possession. Miss kick for Phil-Mont over the touchline. Throw in for TCA. TCA into midfield with the throw. Back to the fullback line. Into the midfield. TCA through the center, through the slot. TCA threatening. Tapped loose by Mackay Lilliston at the last minute. Jack Swider with possession in the far area, edge of the penalty area. Jack rolls it out to Pete Haviland. Pete with the ball gets deflected by TCA over the touchline. Throw in for Phil-Mont. Boys Varsity Soccer here at Phil-Mont Fall Classic. We have TCA 1, Phil-Mont 1. Throw in by Pete Haviland, sent forward by TCA. TCA goes up high. Mackay Lilliston gets the ball down. Elijah Cedeno with the ball at center. Back to Dwayne Cuff. Dwayne puts the ball through to the fullback, but nobody there for Phil-Mont. Into TCA. TCA back to the halfback. Back out to the left side. TCA dribbles around player, dribbles into the area, into the side of the net. Jack Swider in position on the near post, but the ball is just wide left of the net. Pete Haviland with the free kick out. TCA gets possession, 40-yard line. Eddie Pais with a touch. Eddie gets control. Eddie puts the ball up the right side. Jacob Johnson in pursuit. Pete Haviland steps forward to take the throw in. Pete Haviland with a good throw into the box. Hodge flicks it on. Dwayne Cuff with a good left foot shot. Another shot. You have a handball on Phil-Mont. TCA kick coming out. Couple of opportunities for Phil-Mont. TCA sending the ball through nicely, wide to the left of the net. Goal kick for Phil-Mont. TCA with the ball at midfield, pulls it back around. Blocked by Marcos Cedeno to TCA again. Spins to the left side. Pete Haviland steps forward. Over the touchline from TCA. Phil-Mont throw in on the far side. Foul throw. TCA throw in. Back over to the left wing. Centered Yuan Chi with the kick out of bounds. Touch over the touchline. TCA throwing on the far side again. Throwing into the area. Mackay Lilliston up. Yuan Chi with the head out. Mackay Lilliston with the foot on the ball. Dwayne Cuff goes up well and gets possession. Eddie Pais up the left wing for Kendall Bratton. Kendall in pursuit. Gets the ball touched, but quickly into the area, and there's nobody there yet for Phil-Mont. TCA dribbling down the left side, past a couple players, dribbling into the area. Jeremy Francois over and into the center. Nobody there for Phil-Mont. Goal for TCA. Nicely played run down the left wing. Dribbled into the area. And TCA 2, Phil-Mont 1. Jeremy Francois in for Eddie Pais. Jeremy sends it forward. TCA turns, up, running up the center. TCA dribbling to the right side, back into the center. TCA takes a shot. Jack Swider with possession for Phil-Mont. Kendall Bratton up with the ball. Elijah Cedeno. Obstruction call. Indirect kick for Phil-Mont. Pete Haviland coming over to take the kick. Pete Haviland with the kick. Puts it into the area at the foot of Jeremy Francois. Doesn't get a shot on the ball. Phil-Mont ball bouncing around. Keeper doesn't have possession. We have a goal kick, I believe, for TCA. Ball bouncing around a lot in the area. Goes over the end line for a free kick for TCA. Jeremy Francois with the ball, pulls it around. Jeremy with the ball at his feet, over to Yuan Chi. Yuan puts the ball forward to Kendall Bratton. Kendall turns back inside. Over to Cedeno. Jeremy Francois with the ball on the far side of the field. Jeremy continuing to battle. Yuan Chi sends the ball forward. TCA with the ball over the touchline. Throw in for Phil-Mont on the far side of the field, deep in the TCA area. Ewan with the throw in on the far side. Hodge gets a shot. Ball bouncing around, but no good shot for Phil-Mont. Ball crossed over into the area again. TCA bringing the ball up the middle. TCA to the outside. Andre Suggs turns with the ball. Andre outside, but nobody gets possession. Marco Cedeno over to brother Elijah. Elijah with the ball. Elijah sends it forward. Kendall Bratton. Ball touched by Hodge. And it is a goal. We have Phil-Mont 2, TCA 2. Ball kept into the area and deflected. We've had a single referee here for the this portion of the game who's been doing a good job. Second referee has arrived, and so we will now go to the two-man system. Actually, I guess we will not. We will maintain the current system, probably very close to halftime. Ball through onto the left side. Jack Swider coming out, and it's off of Jack over the goal line for a corner kick for TCA on the far side of the field. TCA with the throw in on the far side, puts it up into the area, goes all the way over. And we are at halftime here at Phil-Mont Christian Academy. This is boys varsity soccer at the Fall Classic. We have Phil-Mont in blue, TCA in white, and the score is tied 2-2. We're back underway at the boys varsity soccer game at the second half. Phil-Mont 2, Phil-Mont in blue, TCA 2, TCA is in white. I have throw-in on the far side of the field for TCA. TCA pushing forward, Eddie Pais blocks the ball, sends it over the touchline. TCA throws into the area. Jack Swider gets possession. Jack brings the ball out to the near side. TCA with possession. Eddie Pais brings the ball down. Puts the ball over to the left side. Pete Haviland there for Phil-Mont. Pete with a high kick, but Andre Suggs brings it down. But TCA in the middle with it. Andre fortunately gets the ball back. Deflects off. Jeremy Francois in the middle. Jacob Johnson puts the ball outside. Jeremy Francois running hard down the right side, but over the touchline. Throw in for TCA. Hodge coming hard up through the middle. Gets legs taken out from him. And we're calling for the trainer to come in. Hodge is walking off the field, which is a good sign. And Phil-Mont has a free kick from 35 yards out. Eddie Pais back to take the kick. And we are ready to get underway. Four-man wall set. Eddie puts the ball up, but up over the net. This time it doesn't curl into the left side. High up over the net. Goal kick for TCA. Eddie Pais heads the ball down. Jake Haviland's over on the far side for Pete Haviland. The ball goes over the touchline. Throw in for TCA. TCA throws the ball forward. Pete Haviland gets control. Puts the ball up the wing to his brother Jake. Jake dribbling. Keeps possession. Jake dribbling around but run off by the defender. Crosses in the middle. TCA bringing the ball up hard. Over to the left side. TCA throwing on the near side of the field. UNC comes over, taps the ball over the end line. Corner kick for Phil-Mont. Corner kick comes in. Jack Swider scrambling for the ball, finally gets his hands on it. Jake Haviland with the ball. TCA gets possession. Eddie Pais in the middle. Eddie comes over, sends the ball to the right side, over the touchline, throw in for TCA. TCA off TCA's foot. No. Referee said it was off Phil-Mont's foot, and TCA throw in. TCA sends the ball forward. UNC gets a touch on it. TCA dribbling. UNC with a touch on it. Again over the end line this time for a goal kick. We have Ryan Tyson checking into the game for Jacob Johnson. Goal kick for Phil-Mont. Mackay Lowston sending the ball forward. Mackay sends a good kick. David Ollinger knocks the ball down. Pete Haviland over to Eddie Pais. Eddie puts it through over the half line. Keeper comes out hard. David Ollinger avoids him. TCA over in the center, puts the ball through. Eddie Pais with the ball at his feet. Back to Jack Swider. Jack puts the ball through. Knocked down by TCA. Micah Rainwater sends the ball forward to the left wing. Nobody there for Phil-Mont. TCA throws back to the fullback line. Phil-Mont throw in at midfield. David Ollinger heads it forward. Jeremy Francois flicks it over to Ryan Tyson. Ryan turns with the ball. Ryan deflected off of TCA. Ball goes over the touchline. TCA throw-in. Or Phil-Mont throw-in. Mackay Lilliston sends the ball forward. Ryan Tyson with the ball on the right wing. Ryan sends it through, but intercepted by TCA. TCA turns into the center, sends the ball through on the left side. UNC comes over hard, taps the ball out of bounds. TCA with the ball on the left wing, dribbling back toward in the center. Ball goes over the end line, corner kick for TCA. TCA running in. TCA gets a head on the ball, and it's in the net. TCA 3, Phil-Mont 2. Boys varsity soccer here at Phil-Mont Christian Academy. Jake Haviland puts the ball back to David Ollinger. David dribbling forward. David back to Eddie Pais. Eddie puts the ball forward. Ryan Tyson in pursuit. Ryan gets touch on it. Dribbles to the wing. Tapped out of bounds by TCA. Throw in for Phil-Mont deep in the TCA area. David Ollinger, ball goes all the way through. TCA steps in front. Eddie Pais. David Ollinger takes a shot just wide to the right. TCA with a goal kick. Ball over to the left side of the field. Out of bounds, Phil-Mont throw-in. Mackay Lilliston back to take the throw-in. Mackay sends it through to David Ollinger. David sends it into the middle. TCA with their foot on the ball. Mackay Lilliston. TCA runs, overlaps on the left. Mackay comes back hard. TCA continuing to dribble down the left side. Eddie Pais with the ball at his feet. Eddie turns. David Ollinger with the ball. Ryan Tyson battling for the ball. Call is a TCA throw-in. TCA heads to the left side. Puts the ball through, running on it. Into the middle. Deflected. Jack Swider gets control for Phil-Mont. Jack puts a punt out. TCA brings the ball back into the middle, dribbling forward. Jeremy Francois back. Pete Haviland working hard on the far side. Wing turns. Deflected over the end line by Phil-Mont. Corner kick for TCA. Corner kick coming in for TCA into the area, cleared by Yuan Chi. TCA takes possession back to the fullback line. Fullback puts it forward into the area. Eddie Pais heads the ball out. Pete Haviland with the ball at his feet. Turns, but TCA gets possession again. Eddie Pais strips the ball. Eddie back to Mackay Lilliston. Mackay back to Eddie Pais. Eddie back to Andre Suggs. Andre puts the ball forward to the front line. David Ollinger taps the ball loose. Jeremy Francois Ball goes through too far, and TCA keeper gets possession. Pete Haviland on the far side with the ball for Phil-Mont. Puts the ball into the area. Ryan Tyson there with... Ryan takes the ball free, turns, but nobody there. Goal kick for TCA. Ball into the middle. TCA cutting. Yuan Chi taken down, takes the player down in the area. Call claims that he got the ball, but referee says it's penalty kick. Penalty kick set. Player runs up, shoots, and scores. We have TCA 4, Phil-Mont 2. Ball goes through into the area. Jake Haviland in pursuit, but the keeper gets there first. TCA battling, wins possession at midfield. Up to the left wing. Back into the center. Yuan Chi with the ball. Yuan dribbling up the left side. Into the area, pushing the... Hodge gets touch on the ball, goes to the keeper. Good effort by Phil-Mont. TCA trip. Yellow card to Eddie Pais. So Elijah Cedeno comes in as substitute. Trip called, and so TCA will have a free kick from 35 yards out. Put the whole team in the goal, that way he Free kick. Ball is up to the right side of the net. Head ball off of the post. Doesn't go in for TCA. Throw in for TCA on the near side of the field. Andre Suggs sends the ball back out. Marco Cedeno knocks the ball down. Micah Rainwater back out. Throw in for TCA on the far side of the field. Ball sent into the area. Jack Swider with possession. Phil-Mont throw in on the near side of the field. TCA battling with the ball, dribbles into the center. Elijah Cedeno in with the tackle, but goes right to Jack Swider as a keeper. Ball over the touchline, throw in for TCA. Jeremy Francois brings the ball down nicely. He's run off the ball. Elijah Cedeno with the touch. Hodge gets touch on the ball, centers it into the middle. TCA has a touch on it. Hodge with a shot and goes to the keeper. Ball thrown out to the right side, left side. Dribbling up into the center. TCA back out to the left side. Dribbles inside. Shot blocked by Phil-Mont. Goes over the... Nope. Saved by Phil-Mont. Jeremy Francois. The ball goes back to TCA.
Oh! Yep. Great call. You saw that. That was nice.
Elijah Cedeno. Battling for the ball. TCA. Jeremy Francois into the middle. Jake Haviland with a bicycle kick. Hodge heads it up into the middle again. Jake Haviland with a head goes to the hands of the keeper. Ball thrown out to TCA. Goes up to the center. TCA heads the ball forward, dribbling up on the left side. Ball goes into the area. Pete Haviland heads it down. TCA is on the foot. Pete Haviland with the ball again, dribbling up out of the area. Pete up to Cedeno. Cedeno stopped by TCA. Turns. TCA dribbles forward. TCA over to the right side. Sends the ball through, but over the end line. Goal kick for Phil-Mont. Dwayne Cuff and Kendall Bratton check into the game. David Ollinger. Ball in play over to Mackay Lilliston. Mackay dribbling forward. Ball's tapped loose. Elijah Cedeno. Elijah comes back and fouls. Mackay Lilliston gets a yellow card for kicking the ball away. Will Gregg checks into the game for Phil-Mont. TCA back for a free kick, puts the ball onto net high, and Jack Swider goes up. Ball was headed for the right-hand corner, but Jack takes possession.
No, that's staying in. I thought the wing had it. I thought he had that cross wing spin.
TCA over to the right side, sends it into the middle. TCA with possession, flicks it forward. Yuan Chi comes over, goes over the end line for corner kick for Phil-Mont. Corner kick for TCA in the Phil-Mont area. TCA running on the ball. Goalie down. Phil-Mont gets the ball cleared out. Kendall Bratton bringing it up on the left side. Kendall dribbling hard. Push in the back, not called by the referee. Jake Haviland sends the ball into the center. Cedeno puts the ball over to Pete Haviland. Pete to the right side for Hodge. Hodge battling for the ball. Hodge pulls it back around, puts the ball forward. TCA with the ball at their feet. Elijah Cedeno. TCA back over to the left side, dribbling down. Andre Suggs with possession. Andre over the touchline, throw in for TCA. TCA flicks the ball into the middle. Pete Haviland with the ball at his feet. TCA dribbling backwards. David Ollinger with the ball. Trip called. Pete Haviland with the free kick, 45 yards out. Pete puts the ball up into the area, bounces, nobody gets ahead on it, and it goes over the goal line. Free goal kick for TCA. Phil-Mont throw in on the near side of the field. Micah Rainwater back. TCA gets possession. TCA pulling the ball back. Cedeno gets touch on it. Back to TCA. TCA turns down the wing. Give and go. Puts the ball into the center. Jack Swider with a save for Phil-Mont. TCA with possession on the far side of the field. Kendall Bratton, midfield, puts it into the center, but TCA gets there first. Cedeno over to David Ollinger. David puts it to the right wing. Hodge offside on the right side. Ball comes in from the kick to the right side, back into the center. TCA bringing the ball up, puts the ball through to the center. Micah Rainwater off his foot. Yuan Chi comes over to help out. Throw in for TCA. Throw in comes in. Andre Suggs puts the ball forward. TCA heads the ball down into the middle. Cedeno with the ball up toward this front line, but TCA gets control again. TCA over to the left wing. Left wing dribbles inside. Knocked loose. Cedeno sends the ball forward. David Ollinger touches the ball around. David Ollinger dribbling the ball forward. David still with the ball. Sends the ball through to Hodge, but not quite on the same page. TCA brings the ball forward. Give and go onto the left wing. Phil-Mont throw in on the near side of the field. Micah Rainwater up to Cedeno. David Ollinger. David battling for the ball. TCA sends the ball through. Andre Suggs sends the ball forward. Kendall Bratton goes over one defender but not the other. Kendall knocks it loose. Phil-Mont throw in on the near side of the field. David Ollinger over to take the kick. Jeremy Francois checking into the game for Phil-Mont. Jeremy Francois in for Elijah Cedeno. David Ollinger puts the ball into the area. Kendall Bratton gets a head on it, but over the end line, goal kick for TCA. TCA punt comes toward the center line, goes over the touch line, thrown for Phil-Mont. Boys Varsity Soccer here at Phil-Mont Christian Academy. Phil-Mont 2, TCA 4. Ball was already out of bounds, and so it remains Phil-Mont possession, Phil-Mont throw-in. Micah Rainwater steps up, gets a touch on it. David Ollinger over. David puts it into the center, but TCA bringing the ball up. Dwayne Cuff gets a touch on the ball on the far side. Chases it, but goes over the touch line. TCA throw-in. TCA with the ball back to the half fullback line, forward up to the front line. Yuan Chi, ball over the touch line for Phil-Mont, and TCA throw-in. Dwayne Cuff steps forward, gets the ball. TCA puts the ball over the touch line. Substitutions for Phil-Mont. We have Eddie Pais coming into the game. Pete Haviland coming in. Mackay Lilliston. Cedeno up to Jake, but TCA gets possession. TCA sends the ball through on the far side. In pursuit. Yuan Chi with a nice block. Gets up and gets possession. Ewan bringing the ball up the left side. Ewan with the ball. Gets pushed off the ball and foul called. Eddie Pais with the free kick. Eddie Pais puts the ball through to the right side for Phil-Mont. Hodge with the ball, heads up. Jeremy Francois battling for the ball. Hodge sends the ball over the touchline, throw in for TCA. TCA continuing to keep possession, battling well, sends it into the center. TCA in the center, through crossing, give and go out to the right wing. Right wing stops for TCA, brings the ball in. Guarded by Pete Haviland. TCA back to the halfback. Back to the fullback. Sends the ball forward. Jack Swider lets the ball go over the goal line, and we have a goal kick for Phil-Mont. Pete Haviland with the ball on the far side of the field. Pete, ball rolls over the touchline, throw in for TCA. Pete gets touched. TCA sends the ball through. Yuan Chi with the tap. Right wing with the ball for TCA. Dribbling. Dribbles into the center. Over to the left side. And shot into the near post. And it's a score. One touch shot from the right wing. TCA 5, Phil-Mont 2. Eddie Pais, ball goes back to Yuan Chi at the back line. Ewan sends the ball forward. TCA steps in front, wins possession. TCA with the ball out to the right wing. Right wing pulls it back into the center. Pulls it back to the left, dribbling to the left and shot. Jack Swider with a nice save. Deflects the ball out of bounds over the goal line. Corner kick for TCA. Corner kick for TCA. Ball comes in. Jack Swider takes possession. Hodge takes the ball off the chest nicely, sends it forward. Eddie Pais. Ball over the touchline off of a TCA foot. Throw in for Phil-Mont. Hodge sends the ball in. Will Gregg comes over. 50-50 ball. TCA brings the ball up, sends it forward. Micah Rainwater gets a touch on it. TCA over the left side. Andre Sugg steps up and gets deflection. Jeremy Francois, Eddie Pais. Eddie Pais continues. Eddie Pais sends the ball through. And it is adjudged to be offside. Ball sent through. Goal kick for Phil-Mont. TCA takes possession in the middle. TCA going inside and outside over to the right wing. Chi over, sends the ball over the touchline. Nope, it's sent backwards, but TCA sends it back to the fullback line. Fullback sends it forward. And we are at the end of the game. Phil-Mont versus TCA. We have Phil-Mont 2, TCA 5. This is boys varsity soccer.